Greetings, fellow pretenders. I'm gonna tell you my story of round 2 of Lucid's tournament, where I've picked middle-aged Naba. To be fair, I haven't played anyone apart from men in the middle age, so I was hoping in the round 2 I will get early age or man wouldn't be banned, but man got banned. So I just went to the YouTube and watched first video and maybe the only video called Dominion 6 a middle-aged nation tier list and picked the one in the S tier, and the other one was Yes, and Yes has been picked as a first option by the first player in the roster. So yeah, I just picked another S nation without actually having any other second thoughts. So continuing on Naba, what are they good at? They are good at casting fallen fires, doing some air shenanigans like air elemental, thunder strikes, and also glamour stuff like shrouds of bewilderment, luck, and illusionary armies. Uh, in terms of mages, they have their kind of like research workhorse because I'm now planning to go Magic 3. They will have nice 10 research points and they will have not a huge upkeep cost because they are sacred. Mukarib is the guy who will be able to join communions, but otherwise they can do smites from communion, which is interesting. And they can do body serial. Janimir is like very expensive and kinda crappy sug. You can probably fit a huge bless into those and make them worthy, but then again, you, I'm actually not expert on the bar, yeah. So, but it just seems to be a bit expensive one. This guy is a very nice mage. They have fortune tellers. Do they any of those? Yeah, this guy is also fortune teller. But also many of those boys, apart from Mukarib, are stealthy, which is nice. But that makes them more expensive. So this here guy is a very diverse mage who can point buff if you want, but probably you want him preferably into a communion casting big evocation spells. And Malika is the most expensive mage you have, one of the more expensive ones in the game, I guess. Very huge astro, fire, air, and glamour. Also, Ethereal makes your army to be invisible on the strategic map. Has magic power, spirit sight. Also, shock res, but only 5, and fire res of 20. And so, what I've been thinking, looking at those mages, I thought nice. Some of them have shock res, like this girl. Oh, and this Hermit here is a very interesting option. You can recruit him in a foreign waste, and he has this hin spirit hyena thing, and yeah, he is not very expensive, and he costs 4 recruitment points, so you won't be able to amass crap ton of those, but they boost your research and they can sneak around and cast spells like air, fire, elemental, be annoying. Um, so they have hit limit of 1, magic limit +1, and they have foreign recruit camel riders. These guys can run and fire, but also they spawn uh, falcon, yeah, one falcon, and they harass enemies. They can be quite annoying and mess up their formations, while these guys pepper enemy with arrows. It's kind of more expensive one, but it's foreign recruit, and you can mass them, then potentially buff it with fire arrows. It can be quite scary force, and they can raid because they have map move 24, so they can move and raid. And I've heard these guys can be a backbone of your army, or at least like in terms of quantity. um, so you have also these guys who will be a part of your PD who are quite a crappy guy, but you can specifically make them to have a huge number of people doing fire arrows. This soldier, I haven't been recruiting him. I guess he's just average guy. This guy has a javelin. Okay, protection 11, protection 13. That's not bad protection. This guy has actually only 3 protection and 4 on the camel, but at least they have a big hit pool in terms of HP. So also you have your more elite giant boys. These giant boys have 15 strength. They tend to cost more resources and definitely gold. These great bows are quite interesting. Taking into account you can cast flaming arrows. You can mass them in case you take scales and use as a main force in your army. These boys are protected. These guys are protected very well, so they are perfect for ranged duels. These guys protected not so heavily, but they have less resource point cost, and yeah, they have javelin to throw. They fine. This guy can be your main line holder. They are quite expensive. 23 resources, 30 gold. Protection is meh, but on the better side. All of them are map move 12, so or even 10. This is 14. But anyway, your army is not that mobile apart from camel riders. Also, you have Giant Guard, your Sacred, who is Iron Vulnerable, which is a significant malice in Middle Age, but they are stealthy and glamour, so usually it will take 2, 3, 4 more hits to actually hit the real guy. They have 22 hit points, 15 strength, and they have average stats with quite heavy hitting sword, but yeah, apart from that, they have quite big encumbrance, only 5 fire resistance, so they are meh. I wouldn't say, in my opinion, it is worth to invest a lot of your points for pretended design into the blast for those guys. So looking at those, I've thought at first that I will try to go with Bull, and I've tested it, it worked fine, but then again I thought, okay, let's do something more crazy. And yeah, I went with Bronze Colossus, very expensive chassis. People told me that's a meme, and yeah, maybe it is. Um, but what I had probably, yeah, this guy. The idea was I will jump with a cloud trapeze using this guy, and he will be casting Breathful Skies, and he will immediately give shock resistance to my sacred mages and couple of sacred infantry or summoned genes, and yeah, that's how I will win big fights. And this guy is quite tough. You can't take him awake, so it's either dormant or imprisoned, but I went for dormant because I want him for my first war, and he is tough to deal with. You probably need to have Shatter or that item that casts Shatter on attack. So yeah, that's what I picked and tested a couple of times on the map, and the expansion was not very good but fine. It all depended on my initial rounds of recruitment of camels, so I picked some productivity for that, and in terms of order turmoil, it was not that important because I hoped for recruiting from many provinces. One grows, quite greedy, and because I went turmoil, I also picked fortune and magic for more research, and because many of my mages has magic power and my summons also. Couple words about Naba's summons and national items. They have this companion bracelet for 10 air gems. You get in one Astral, one Glamour Mage at the start of the battle. Probably she'll be casting by the Serial and Illusionary Warrior. And yeah, that's fun, but not game changing. Gin Bottle is giving you a retinue of Gin Warrior, which is interesting. Both of them are interesting for seduction and assassination stuff because retinue tend to be better in that circumstances. Okay, in terms of spells, what do they have? They have quite a lot, and most of them are summoning. So in terms of combat, they have only two: Scorching Wind, and it makes enemies fatigue, and it works. Oh, it also gives them desiccation effect, and I believe it works better in hot temperature. Smokeless Flame is very nice. Evocation hits like a truck, 45 plus damage with quite a nice range. So hopefully I will be casting this area of effect 1, but you have to also actually target a tile and hit that tile, but when the damage is so high, it just probably like almost deletion of this one square with 3 enemies of human size. So apart for that, they have summoning of Jinns. They are not bad mages. For 18 fire gems you can either cast a lot of fire elementals, and maybe that will be more uh, efficient for you, but then you can get a Jinn. Summon Jinn Warriors. For 13 gems you get 3 Jinn Warriors, and maybe with Huge Bless it would be much better, but yeah, seems like a trap for me. Huri is an interesting girl. Yeah, she has a seduction trait, so those companion items will be very nice for her. And she flies in the storms. She is a serial. She has spirit sight and unseen. Yeah, for 26 air, that seems not bad. The only problem, do we really have air? Yeah, we do. Yeah, sure. Okay, so also we can summon those hyenas. They are animal but with a big magic resistance of 14. They serial and they have one attack only. Uh, yeah, in case we will have a high air mage, we can try to get some of those, I guess. This Ifrit is quite nice but expensive. Blood is something we wanna go to, and we want to do Shaitan because they are corruption in enemy commanders, and that's better than seduction. And I'm quite sure that's indifferent of the sex of the opponent. So this Marid is huge and strong, but that's a late game. Um, Jin block is very interesting scene. It's immovable, but it's very hard to get rid of for your enemies. And yeah, he can just be there casting shockwaves, blocking enemy from capturing your fortress in case you have summoned like 5 of them. Um, Interesting spell. Feast of Ghouls. I don't even know what does this do. Sorcerer skill and imagine demonic beings to join. Okay, so it's summoning of those ghoul. They have wounded shape of a ghoul. So seems like they are hit point bags with a lot of regeneration. The actual hit points is not that high, but with the regeneration 50, you can probably expect them to live sometime. They have resistances and iron vulnerability. Okay, okay, interesting. Gula. Gula is also, oh, she's a blood searcher and she's assassin. Yeah. So she's not seductioner but the assassin, and she has nice passes, can join Sabbath communions, but yeah, it's also late game because it's blood. Bin, claw and bite, some resistances, but Yeah. Okay, okay. I will know about the spell. We don't have a lot of water, but Siat is another mage making not very much sense for me to summon her because she has passes just my random mages have. She has seduction, so maybe for the seduction reasons. And Pride of Lions, our uh, good old lines. Okay, so for the spells, I probably wanna do Contact Gin somewhere in the early game, and then I will think about it later. So that's my take on the Naba Nation, and have a great time.